Hello. First, I'd like to thank you for clicking on my video and listening to me share some of my life experience with you, and I hope you can use this life experience to help guide you. That being said, let's get into it. Getting out of the military can be an intimidating thing, just like getting into the military. This can be even more intimidating if you have a family, because you have healthcare to worry about, kids to worry about, mouths to feed. However, I hope with this video I can share with you that it's not as scary as the military makes it out to be, and how there are plenty of opportunities out there for you to be successful. I joined the Army in December of 2013 as a combat engineer, and ETS'ed out of the Army in April of 2017, so I did a little over 3 years. I remember taking the Transition Assistance Program, and in my opinion, at least from the program I was in, it really doesn't help set you up for success. It gives you very basic information, and to be honest, it doesn't help you write a very good resume at all. I remember when I worked at Dish, I was part of a veteran group, and seeing some of the resumes come through, you could tell they were from the exact same program I went through. This was almost 5 years later, and these resumes were not written well at all. It was clear this was not setting active duty members up for success to get hired in the private sector. If you want to see a video on how to write a good resume, comment below and I'll share some of my thoughts and what's kind of worked for me and what I believe are good resumes. When I ETS'ed out of the Army, I had 60 days of leave and a job as a cable contractor lined up, so I was actually able to collect 2 paychecks during my transition period. That made the transition even easier because you'll make quite a bit of money during that time. So, I want to go into what are the challenges and what are some of the positive things of getting out of the military. I think a major challenge when getting out of the military is healthcare. While in the military, your healthcare is free for you and your family. If you have a family, healthcare is not a cheap thing to have. If you're single, then, you don't really think about that kind of stuff as much. Additionally, some jobs do not offer great benefits at all, and healthcare can be a very expensive expense. I think another challenge with getting out of the military is the stability of the military. You know you're going to get paid on the 1st and the 15th. You know how much you're going to get paid, but how maybe less so now with all the threats of government shutdowns. But that really wasn't the case when I was in, so I wouldn't have any idea how stressful that can be for people. To me, those are the biggest challenges when ETSing out of the military. Now for some positives. The military does teach you discipline, so showing up on time, getting the job done, not having an attitude. These are all things that make you look good to your employer. Compared to the vast majority of the workforce, you will look like a rock star and can easily get promoted to a position of management. And this doesn't apply to veterans only. If you can show up on time, be reliable, get your work done efficiently, and don't complain, start drama, you're the cream of the crop to your employer, and you will get promoted pretty fast. Another positive with being out of the military is being free to move as you please. You do not need to ask permission to go visit family. You can take vacation as you please. There's no 24-hour duty. That was something that I always hated. Something that still doesn't make sense to this day of keeping someone up for 24 hours. You don't have to worry about going out to the field and doing field exercises last minute. You don't have to worry about going to NTC for a month or being deployed overseas for 9 months. Kind of while you're in the military, you're a slave to the government, and then once you get out, that was a very freeing feeling I had about not being that slave to the government anymore. In a future video, though, I do want to discuss using your benefits that you have earned to your advantage to maximize your quality of life when you get out of the military. I think one of the major things that I used was the GI Bill and kind of scholarships and FAFSA. These are all things that can make you very good money and you can do very well for yourself while going to college. So I want every veteran to do that. So in a future video, I want to talk about kind of what are the benefits out there and how to use them to your benefit. With all that being said, though, I hope you know There are plenty of people who do transition out of the military and have very successful lives. So don't be afraid by all the scare tactics that they try to employ on you to get you to stay in the army or the military. Some people don't know anything outside the military, so they're kind of stuck in it and they think there's nothing out there. But with all that being said, I hope you have a blessed day, and I will talk to you on the next one.